Hey guys, how doing? Sure here. I'm gonna try this. This is live. Seksan versus Tyson Harrison. Seksan is he's a veteran. He's been around for a long time. He's former Raja champion. He's got multiple world title belts. Yeah, he's obviously shorter than Tyson Harrison. I'll just write a couple of things down. Yeah, his record in his last since 2019 is 10, 13, and 2. Um, which sounds bad, but when you consider that his losses are against people like Rodtang and Runkit, then you can kind of understand. And they've all been competitive matches. He's super tough, super durable. Tyson Harrison, I don't really know much about him. They call him John Wayne Noi. He's from Sancta Noi Gym. Yeah, so I think he's like a John Wayne Parr, protege. But yeah, so this should be a good one. Seksan much shorter. I think he's 5'7". Tyson Harrison's 184 centimeters, so that's about just over 6 foot. So yeah, let's have a look. Yeah, you can see the height difference. It's gonna be. I thought this one would be an interesting to do. Out of the whole card, like this one's, really interesting. There's, Seksan much shorter, much you'd say less physically gifted, right? I think he's considerably older. Tyson Harrison's only 22. Yeah, and he's much taller. Okay, I mean, we're already trying to put Seksan on the back foot, but look at Seksan. Wow, nice spinning elbow there. Okay, this is 3 rounds, so the pace will be quick through all of the rounds. Thais usually start a little bit slow. They don't really warm up. It's not often you'll see Thais hitting pads before fights. Because this is live, I can't forward it, but I can rewind it and I can pause it. I think Seksan just laughed at himself there. Wow, I mean, Tyson Harrison's getting after it, isn't he? Some really good Aussie Muay Thai fighters. Be interesting to see if he can keep this pace up. I mean, if you know anything about Seksan, you know he's insanely tough. It's very difficult. I don't think he's lost many fights by knockout. Tyson Harrison looks like he's got like a bit of a strange, right hook. I'd need to see it again. But he's trying to cut him open. Seksan's covered in scar tissue. If you just take a look at his face, you can see he's just got scars all over the place. Wow, that's a nice elbow by Seksan. This is a catchweight fight at 140 pounds. Seksan normally fights at 135. I guess Harrison fights maybe just a little bit heavier. He's very tall at the weight. I mean, this has been a really good first round for Tyson Harrison. It's really cool that this is at Lumpinee Stadium as well, like the home of Muay Thai in Thailand. Yeah, Seksan working. Harrison's thrown a lot of elbows, but none of them seem to have caught Seksan flush. There's no cuts that I can see so far. And I know he looks kind of wobbly, but that's just how. If you watch Seksan go in his fights, he's always a little bit like that. Just a shame that he's I think he retired in 2020, but then just carried on. So it wasn't much of a retirement. I can't skip this because as I said, it's live. But I think that a good round for Harrison. think Seksan needs to try and really try and focus on what the techniques that are going to be more effective. I mean, that elbow was nice, but so much spinning. I mean, that's a nice technique. Trying to put his teeth onto a spinning elbow. It's nice. He's obviously trying to. I think this is his debut in one. Yeah, is it? Yeah, I'm sure it is. It's his debut in one. So I'm sure he's just trying to put on a fan for the Bangkok fans. There was just a stinker of an MMA fight on too, and because it's live, you see all the comments on the side. I hated it. Okay, let's go. So sometimes you get this where, like, being a less experienced fighter, you you've got the advantage of being able to look at loads of footage of them. I don't think Seksan would have been looking at much of Harrison, to be honest. He'd probably just look at like a few clips of him and like to just really like look how tall he is and that kind of thing. But Harrison's got the advantage where he's got loads of footage of Seksan and he can really devise a plan with his team. Wow, I mean, it's a good trade. Oh, what was that? Didn't really see what that was. I don't want to rewind it because it's live. Wow, yeah, he's really catching Seksan. He's got an iron chin. Ah, wow. I found this fight interesting because it really is like the younger guy against the much older veteran, and wow, I mean, look at Seksan coming back. Wow. So I mean, this is something to take away. You can really sit and you can focus on having a beautiful style. You can get all your technique perfect, but if there's no fight in you, it doesn't mean anything. You need to have that determination. Seksan never had the prettiest techniques, never. But he got so far. He was, up until recently, and he's an older guy for a Thai Muay Thai fighter, and his stuff is never pretty. But he was a world champion like so many times. He was Raja champion until I think it was like 2019, maybe 2018. Ah, come on. I'd like to see Seksan just take an 8 count, like just to get a breather, but he won't. So you can say he's losing this round. So you can say this one now is 10-8, 10-9. Sorry. If he'd give himself that little 8-second break, he'd have a chance to recover. Harrison would lose that momentum a little bit, but look at him go. Wow, so tough. God. And these are MMA gloves that they're wearing. He's... You shouldn't laugh, but I'm not laughing because it's funny. It's just like, man, this guy is something else. I mean, another good round for Harrison, but you got to say Seksan's still in there. Wow, you see the welts underneath Harrison's ribs then. You've got to really give both of those rounds to Harrison. He's just, he's the youth showing a little bit and the size difference. And he trains at Seksan Or. That's a it's a legendary gym, really. They've put out some great guys. Okay, so going into third and final round. Man, these are the fights that you love to see, but I wouldn't want to be in one of these. Look at him. Wow, still wants to do it. You know, Thai people are so patriotic, and they're very proud to be Thai, and they really want to put on a show, especially like here in Bangkok at Lumpinee Stadium. One's first show at Lumpinee. I, that you've got to be thinking about giving Seksan a bonus. Look at him digging away, digging away. I mean, Harrison has done great. What I would like to see him do is get out of this war that he keeps putting himself in, and try and keep some distance. It's difficult with Seksan, but if you're a taller guy, you should really be trying to use that. Oh, yeah, caught him low with the knee. Ah, fuck. Okay, he's tough everywhere except for there then. He's nearly all Iron Man. I mean, I don't for a second think there was any intention in that. Oof. Yeah, got him. Yeah, but Harrison's a taller guy, and he's getting into these exchanges that he doesn't really need to be in. He's a younger guy, and he's not. I don't think he's vastly experienced. I couldn't find his record anywhere. I know he's 22, but that's about it. Seksan's straight back in. But yeah, he's so happy to stand in front of Seksan like that, and it's for me it's unnecessary. He's like 5 inches taller than him, 5 or 6 inches taller than him. It's a nice little switch hit there. He switched stance and then threw a right hook, but I'd like to have seen like a left kick afterward. Look at the welts on his ribs there. Ooh. Wow. I mean, look at Seksan. He's taking it and just it keeps going. I think you'd just have to shoot him. So tough. Tyson Harrison's definitely showing his own grit too. For a young guy, he's in the deep end here. He's going to be tired, and when you got someone like Seksan really coming forward at you like that, and he's taking everything, you got to start questioning yourself. But he stayed in there, he stayed strong. And what I've said about trying to stay long, that should be his plan. But when you're with someone like Seksan that's so good at coming forward, and the way that he does come forward sort of takes the power out of his shots a little bit. You saw his head go like that from a right hand landing. But if Seksan wasn't coming forward like that, Harrison could really find the range in his shots, and it'd be different then. But he's doing a really good job of trying to shut him down. Wow. I mean, great fight. That was entertaining. Okay, I'll stick around until a decision, but I think Tyson Harrison. I'd be surprised if this isn't unanimous. I mean, you never know, but for me, I think Tyson Harrison won every round. That's not to say Seksan didn't have his moments, because he certainly did. But unfortunately, it just looks like youth and size were on Harrison's side, and that's all that could be said really. I'm gonna be staying up and watching it's night time here, by the way. I'm in Phuket. So I'm gonna stay up and I'm gonna watch the non-goal fight, and I'll post that as well. I'll watch the other fights too, and I'll keep an eye on, see if there's anything that I think's entertaining to post in the next couple of days. But if there's any videos that you want me to react to, any fights that you've seen, even your own fights, you can send me those. My socials are in the description. And you can leave something in the comments if you know. I answer every comment. Even if it's not in English, I'll Google Translate and I'll try and get back to you. So what do you think? I'm just going to turn my sound up just a little bit so I can hear. By split decision. No. Yeah, I mean, you can debate me. I'm more than happy for people to say if they thought Seksan won. I would have given it to Tyson Harrison. Maybe they think that Seksan landed the cleaner techniques or something, but I think, you know, Tyson Harrison's work rate really spoke for itself, and you can, I know Seksan's, you know, heavily scarred and whatever, but you can kind of see that he's took more shots there. Okay, well, I was wrong, but I'll post it anyway. You know, I don't mind disagreeing with other judges, but yeah, if you like this video, then please like, subscribe, and, you know, consider commenting. And I do reply to every comment that I can, and yeah, I'll keep videos like this coming. Okay, see you soon, guys.